You're back?
Yes.
I saw you through the window. What happened?
Oh, things. Cows, mainly.
Do you want to talk about it?
I could make some coffee.
See you in a second.
Hi.
You bought me a plant.
I keep telling you I'm a super guy.
You really are. Will you make them coffee, then?
Yeah. Keys.
Oh, Sebastian, I do hate people sometimes. Why do we have to kill things? Why do beautiful, peaceful creatures like cows have to end up floating about in gravy?
Yes, well, it's all in the name of beef stroganoff. It's the law of nature. Man eats beast, and that's it.
And I think of those restaurants with all those people poring over menus, trying to decide whether or not to have decapitated fish or some poor duck stuffed with oranges. I mean, how would you like to end up boiled pink on a plate with olives stuck all over the place? I mean, even that poor little goldfish there hasn't got much to look forward to. He's not moving.
I'm not surprised he's been listening to you.
Hello?
Oh, I didn't trust that tablet you left in the water, so I gave it some extra food. You see, you're not the only one who cares.
You've killed it.
Don't be silly. It was leaping around in ecstasy last night.
You've killed my fish.
I told you. Well, it's probably resting. Come on, baby. Come on, sweetheart. Yes. Probably, Yes, it's probably dead. Oh, come on. Fish are always doing that. I've had lots of them. One minute they're chasing around the bowl full of...
Ecstasy.
And the next minute, you know, they're floating about.
Dead.
Well, he was probably old.
Probably. That's the only thing you can say. Probably. He was probably old. He was probably resting. He was probably murdered. I don't want any coffee either.
I, watered the plants.
Thank you.
Oh, I defrosted the fridge.
Thank you.
Oh, I collected the letters. I hoovered around. There was a funny smell, so I had to open the bag and empty it. You haven't got a fringe on the rug in the bedroom anymore. Yes, well, I'll see to the goldfish.
What are you going to do with him?
What do you want me to do with it?
Him. It's a him.
Him, then?
I don't know.
Well, there's the bin. Or the lavatory. The waste disposal. Or if you prefer cremation, there's a toaster.
Oh, Sebastian, how can you joke like this?
Because it's not the end of the world, that's why. Because you're being unreasonable, that's why. Because doing favours for friends never works, that's why.
Favours? You call that a favour?
Okay, blame me, persecute me, pile it on, make a great big rock out of a little pebble. All this time it's just been a fish, an it. Now suddenly, because it's dead, because I killed it, it's a him. It's developed an identity. Here, call Scotland Yard. Tell them you got a dangerous criminal here, and if they don't get here quickly, I'm liable to run amok in the aquarium.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I'm upset.
I am.
First all those cows, and now...
Hey, come on. So what shall we do with him?
The lavatory, I suppose.
Do you want to go for a walk around the block?
No, I'll stay here.
Do you want to say goodbye to it or anything? Him?
No.
Catalogo è questo, delle belle che vuoi il padron mio, un catalogo che io fatt'io, osservate, leggete,
All is well.
osservate, leggete con me.
So, how about me taking you out to supper?
Wonderful.
We could try that vegetarian place around the corner.
I'll just wash my face and things.
Right. I'll see you in 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Okay?
Okay. Sebastian, it's not gone down!
Morning, Gemma.
No, Mother. You've got me right in the middle of things.
All this domesticity. You're behaving like a wife. Except you haven't got a husband.
A new life.
What?
Me, I'm embarking on a new life. No more dashing about in a confused fever. No more panic-stricken questions. Who am I? Where am I going? What am I doing? I don't care anymore. I'm going to stroll. No, I'm not. I'm going to meander. That's it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to meander from day to day in a glorious, mindless vacuum.
Nerve rash cream, headache pills, chewing gum, worry beads. Ah,
Obviously going to the country's done you good.
Yes, it did. It made me realise. You know, I was talking to some cows. They're very beautiful things. Do you know that, cows? They were stood there with unworried eyes, and I thought, this is peace. Here is different. And then along the road came this slatted truck, and they were all herded into it, and I realised that everywhere is sad, and the only way to be happy is to look through everything. Above it, beyond it, below it, but never at it.
I see. Well, in theory, that sounds good.
I take things too seriously. You said yourself, life is throwing its little hand grenades, so why don't I enjoy myself while it's throwing them at somebody else?
Yes, well, it's just thrown one at your Aunt Sissy. She's dead.
Oh, how awful. How awful.
Well, I didn't want to tell you while you were away. I thought it might spoil your holiday. Well, I didn't know, of course, that you'd be in mourning for a herd of cows at the time.
Poor Aunt Sissy.
Well, she had a good innings. After all, she was 82.
How did it happen?
Well, suddenly, and perfectly. You know, she was sitting in her chair with a cup of tea and a funny book.
Was she alone?
But she was always alone, Gemma. See, people who do not share their lives with people are finally alone.
I saw her only a month ago. She seemed so energetic and cheerful. She kept running to the door to wave her stick at the kids in the street. They were terrified of her. Now she's dead.
Yes.
Sort of aimless thing, isn't it? Being dead.
There's not a lot you can do, no.
All those years of thinking and dreaming and just being, what were they all for, I wonder?
Well, according to Aunt Sissy, they were just a small part of the master plan. Oh, I've no doubt she'll be up there, knitting away. Within a year, the entire population of heaven will be wearing one of her awful yellow shawls.
She gave me one last Christmas. And the Christmas before.
I can just imagine her foisting one on Leonardo da Vinci. Keep your back
warm, dear. My goldfish is dead, too.
Oh, when did that happen?
While I was away.
Yes, well, now, it's only a fish, isn't it? We can't grieve for that. The funeral's the day after tomorrow.
Do you remember she used to sing that song, Red Sails in the Sunset? She was always singing it in that funny, thin voice. When did you say?
Day after tomorrow. I'm afraid, Gemma, this is something that you can't look through, or above, or around. This is something that you have to look at.
I'm not sure whether you're up there or here. I came because, well, when I was a very little girl, you used to take me to Boxley Heath. Do you remember? Hours we spent running and laughing with Sniper the bandy bulldog. He bit a sailor once and you told him off for wearing bell-bottoms. You bought me my first school satchel. Real leather it was. And tap dancing shoes and my first Fairy Queen dress. And when I left school, you opened my first post office savings account. And I didn't do anything in return. I grew up and sort of left you. Hardly ever visited you. And sometimes I refer to you as a crotchety old bag. I'm so sorry, Auntie Sissy. I'm so sorry. That's why I came.
Do you know there's a wire loose in this thing?
Oh, really?
Oh, really? People tend to get killed that way, you know.
Oh, it must have happened yesterday. I went to answer the phone with it. It did sort of pull.
Women. I suppose the only thing you can trust them with is having babies and making coffee.
I went to the Chapel of Rest today to see Auntie Sissy.
The state this thing was in, you're lucky you didn't join her. What time's the funeral?
Tomorrow, 11:30.
Good time to be buried, 11:30. Gives you time to get used to the place before dark.
You talk as if people don't really die.
Oh, they die, all right, but it's only a word, isn't it? We don't know what it means.
It means you can't do anything, not anything. Move, think.
They're only words. We haven't been dead yet, so we don't know what we can do until we are.
It's rather like space, isn't it? The more you know about it, the less you understand. I've never actually seen anybody actually dead. My mother said my father looked puzzled. I wonder what made him look puzzled.
I expect he was wondering what life was all about.
I've seen a dead goldfish, of course.
Yes, well.
And once when I was young, I saw a dead canary. Looked like a little yellow powder puff with feet. My mother wrapped it in tin foil and buried it in the garden. And Sniper kept digging it up again and bringing it into the house. We had to put a huge stone on it eventually. He peed on it every morning.
That's the amazing thing about animals. They have no hang-ups about life or love or death. Do you know, I was watching two pigeons the other day. She was pecking away at this and that, and he was doing his courting dance. You know, raising his head, puffing out his chest, turning round in little circles. He worked himself to a standstill. And she just wandered across the road, peck, 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 and he followed. He got flattened by a taxi. She didn't even look up.
Women.
Yeah, women.
No, it's the inevitability of death that worries me. I just know however wonderful life turns out to be, I'm never going to get out of it alive.
Yeah, I was saying to this girl last night.
Sandra?
No, last night it was Pat. I said, look, honey, let's do this thing. Tomorrow we might be dead. Know what I mean?
Sounds like blackmail to me.
So she phoned up today at lunchtime. Okay, she said. We did that thing. We're not dead. So what's next?
Not another marriage proposal.
Can you believe it? I said, honey, I'm the bachelor type. I like to come home at night and find my socks where I left them, on the floor.
But doesn't it worry you sometimes being alone, putting your key in the door, knowing that no one is going to be there?
I've tried having someone there. Okay, so the socks are in the drawer, a big deal.
I keep thinking of Auntie Sissy all alone with a book and a cup of tea.
Oh, it sounds pretty good to me. I never like being waved off anyway.
But what about waking up in the morning and finding another warm, live human being next to you? I mean, a permanent, special human being.
Human beings change when they become permanent and special. You don't wake up and just find them lying there next to you. They're lying there plotting and planning what to do with you. Look, if you and I had someone special now, would we be sitting here like this, drinking coffee, being friends? Well, you might, because men have a degree of sanity, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't be allowed to. She'd be up there with her arms folded and her teeth grinding away like a pestle and mortar. You've been with her again, haven't you? Oh, yes, you have. I saw you. You won't mend my hairdryer. No. You've seen me without my nightie. It's time to move on now, is it? Ah, don't touch me. And then she'd sit in my flat, like a little bomb ticking away, exuding fear and apprehension, while she decides how best to maim me, physically, mentally, or emotionally.
When Danny got angry, he used to stand in his bathrobe, pontificating loudly. He used to throw his arms up so much that his belt used to come loose, and I could see little bits of him. It always made me want to laugh. But you'd have taken that the wrong way. I suppose you're right. Being alone is best. Well, here's to friends instead of lovers.
Smiles instead of tears.
And Auntie Sissy.
Yeah, who worked it all out.
There's one thing I'll say for Auntie Sissy. She was a good, clean, living woman.
She was, yes.
Not like today.
Oh, no, not like today.
I got on very well with Auntie Sissy. Generous woman.
Very generous she was, yes.
Knitted me a yellow shawl, she did.
I'm dying for a smoke.
Smoking. That's all he thinks about. Auntie Sissy never smoked.
No, nor drank.
No.
She never drank, did Auntie Sissy?
Yes, she'd been dead a long time, Auntie Sissy.
Nice service.
Sissy would have liked that.
He didn't go on too long. Some vicars go on too long.
Very tasteful. Death should be tasteful.
Things just carry on, don't they? The world doesn't stop turning.
People soon forget.
Oh, I'm dying for a cup of tea.
Would you like a whiskey?
Oh, lovely. That was a nice service.
Yes, it was.
Glad it's over.
It's a funny thing, isn't it? Something about funerals. Makes you feel that you've been away from the world for a while.
Yes. Yeah, I never realised what a strange collection of relatives we had. All those funny hats and shiny suits.
Then they shifted the fruitcake, though. It was like a Harrod's sale. Did you see that little man in the corner?
Oh, yes.
Who was he?
Well, I've no idea.
Was he one of ours? Or someone that just passed by?
What about Cousin May with her old fur hat?
She looked as if a family of kestrels had just had lunch on her head.
Here she cried all the way through the service. I missed half of it.
What about Aunt Monica's kids? Oh, they can't come to the funeral. They're far too young and sensitive, she said. They'll come to the party afterwards. So they turned up on roller skates with headphones.
Still, it's over now.
I wonder if there is a heaven.
Well, I do hope so. Well, I'd like to think we're all going to meet up again.
I'd quite like to have dinner with Schubert.
Now, I'd like to dash naked through a thunderstorm with Rudolph Valentino about 3 paces behind.
Dear Miss Palmer, with reference to the last will and testament of the late Miss Sissy Waring, the main contents of the document will be dealt with within the next few days. However, there is a section of the will which needs immediate attention and which concerns you personally. Miss Waring has requested...
What? Gemma, what is it? Miss Waring has requested that her ashes be scattered over Boxley Heath by my great niece, Miss Gemma Palmer. I hope she will not find the task too painful, she being of a squeamish nature. Please contact us immediately. Yours sincerely, S.W. Bain, Solicitors.
Mother, I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
Well, it said that I'm squeamish. It's there. Read it.
Gemma, this is Aunt Sissy's last wish. Now, you know very well why she made the request. She obviously treasured those days when she used to take you up to Boxley Heath.
But, Mother, I don't know how to scatter people's ashes. I've never even seen anybody's ashes. I'll faint.
Of course you won't faint, Gemma. And you know it. I had to scatter your father's.
But that was different. You were married to him. He was your husband.
So it was harder.
Oh, it's all too awful. There I was in that chapel thinking it'll soon be over this day and I can get back to happy things. Like being alive, for instance.
Well, you ought to be grateful that you are.
Oh, yes, I am, Mother. I know, but it is difficult. First my goldfish dies and now Auntie Sissy.
I think it was the other way round.
And then I have to go to that silly, sad funeral. And now, just as I'm beginning to recover, I have to go and scatter my auntie all over the place.
You said silly?
What?
Well, sad, silly funeral, you said?
Well, they are silly, aren't they, funerals? All those people eating ham rolls and talking about arthritis. What has the one thing got to do with the other? I tell you, Mother, if I go, just put me in a bin and get on with your shopping.
Yes, well, let's get one thing clear, shall we, as we're talking about it. I shall go before you, and I want a proper funeral. Yes, I want lots of flowers and hymns and ham rolls, and I want at least 2 inches in the obituary column. And I want Howard to walk behind the coffin wearing dark glasses and clutching his heart. I want it to be my day.
Well, that's what's so silly about it, isn't it? How can it be your day? You won't be there. You'll be... Oh, Mother, can't we get the solicitor to deal with Aunt Sissy on the grounds that I'm alive and upset?
What a perfect stranger. What would Aunt Sissy think?
But she can't think, Mother. That's the point. Out of the two of us, I'm the only one that can think.
Look, Gemma, she was a single lady. She had no one. And in a life of utter loneliness, you were her greatest joy.
But it never seemed like that. She was just my auntie, somebody I used to visit occasionally. There must be someone closer to her.
Well, apparently not.
Waring, you say?
Yes.
John Peter Waring.
No, Cicely Waring. Cicely Isabel Waring.
Sorry. Would you mind signing, please?
Thank you.
Well, go on.
You won't go away, will you?
Now, why should I do that? Just take the lid off and empty it.
Yes. Yes.
How could you do this to me? I'm just not suited for this.
Now, Gemma, she loves you. Now, look, why don't you go down there and apologize? I'll be in the car. Come
Okay.
Now, as you know, Miss Waring was rather, shall we say, eccentric. And it was her wish that you four should be here today. I would now read the last will and testament of Miss Cecilia Waring. The main contents are as follows. To Mrs. Elizabeth Palmer, I bequeath the sum of £1,000 for no other reason than she is the daughter of my late and much-loved sister, Evelyn Waring. To Miss Amelia Stanford, I bequeath £1,000, she being my dear friend and confidant, though with a tendency when faced with temptation to gossip behind my back. To Bert, my faithful gardener, I bequeath the sum of £2,000, this being because he possesses the rarest of human qualities, that of silence. To Miss Gemma Palmer, I bequeath the sum of £3,000 in the expectation that she has carried out the task which I have set for her, this being because I recognise in her so much of what I see in myself. Finally, I bequeath the rest of my estate to the local council, the money to be used for the construction of a wooden bench on Boxley Heath, a place I love and where I spent the most joyous years of my life. The plaque on the bench shall be inscribed, "In memory of Sissy Waring and able seaman Alfred Higgins, lost at sea." Next year, September 1956. And that concludes this last will and testament.
Alfred Higgins?
You crafty old